When you're watching a really good movie, it is easy to get lost in the story and everything that is going on within the film. So much so that you hardly notice the music that is going on in each scene. However, this music can really set the tone and can add a lot to the movie. There are many movies that have such famous music that everyone knows the tune. Movies like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, or Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, have very recognizable music within them, and whenever they are played or sung, everyone immediately thinks of these famous films. However, the song that I will be discussing is the main theme from the Harry Potter movies. During these 5 minutes, I am going to inform this communications class about this song and why it is important to me personally. I will give some background information about the song itself, how both the song and Harry Potter have affected me, and all the memories that I associate with it. So now moving on to my main points. Before I discuss how this song applies to me personally, I will first give a little bit of information about the song itself. The actual title is Hedwig's Theme, named after Harry's owl, who is seen throughout both the movies and the books. The song was written by John Williams, an incredibly famous and awarded composer. He had already worked on many other hit movies before Harry Potter, including Star Wars, E.T., and Indiana Jones. The tune is first introduced in the first movie, but is heard frequently within them all. The song is also widely known by fans of the movies, so it has been kind of the song of the franchise. While this song comes from the movies, it is really the books that have more of a meaning to me. When I was younger, I hated reading. I would complain endlessly whenever we had to read books for school, but my parents thought it was important for me to read, so they would always try and encourage me to give different books a chance. This didn't have a huge effect on me until I was about 11, and my dad gave me Harry Potter to read. This was the first book that I really loved, and I flew through the whole series. It was these books that sparked my love of reading, and now, years later, reading has influenced a lot in my life. Reading is my favorite thing to do in my free time, and I even now work at the library. And who knows if I would have been such a big reader if it weren't for Harry Potter. Although I have read many other books since this time, it is still this series that remains my favorite. It is for that reason that I chose this song, because hearing it reminds me of the books that have had such a large impact on my life. This song does a great job of encapsulating the magic and the excitement of this story. And when I hear it, I am taken back to those times when I was younger and I was reading it for the very first time. Not only does this song remind me of the story itself, but I'm also reminded of the memories that I have associated with it over the years. Around the same time that I started reading this series, many of my friends and my sister did as well. So this led to many conversations about the books, both while we were all reading them and during the years after. My sister and I especially have become closer because of our mutual love of this series. We have watched the movies together countless times, and we even worked together to win a Harry Potter trivia game while we were on a cruise that we went on last year. I am also reminded of our vacations to Florida, where we visited Universal Studios in Orlando. There's a Harry Potter section there, and while you are there, they are constantly playing the music from the movies. So listening to it now reminds me of having fun with my friends and family, riding the rides, and just walking around the park. I've been there 3 times, twice with my family and once with one of my closest friends who is also a big Harry Potter fan. So hearing this song brings back so many of these good memories that I have over the years. I have just examined some of the background of this song, the effect the series as a whole has had on me, and all the memories that I now associate with this song. The music choice in movies can have such a big impact, and in a story that is as big as Harry Potter, it's only fitting that the song associated with it is also just as impactful for people. Thank you so much for listening.